So, obviously, all over the back pages today is the cricket and the golf. But a few stories coming out of the Sun. We've got Kane, who's 30 million per year. Manchester United been told they would have to pay Harry Kane a whopping 30 million a year to sign him. In the back page of the Times is United refused to break their wage structure for a 500k a week Kane. Now, Dino, do you think he's worth that?
Yeah, well, who is? You know, if you're going to sign someone, at least you're guaranteed, unless he gets injured, which is the key point, he's going to get you 25 goals a season. He does it most years, so you do know what you're buying. And if you add his goals or take his goals off Spurs total, his goals that meant something, so winners or equalisers, you would see the points that he gives you and how much that's worth.
You know, obviously he's out of contract next summer. He's had 2 bids from BeIN, rejected by Spurs. I don't think he's that keen on moving to Bayern Munich. And a little thing that I'm starting to notice now is he's very quiet, Harry Kane. He's not really come out and said anything. No. You know, he could really say, no, I'm staying. I've made a decision. I spoke to Ange. You know, I'm going to have a go this season. And then, you know, we'll see what happens once my contract runs out. He's not said nothing. So that says to me that he is interested in leaving Spurs if the right move comes up for him. I'm not sure it's Bayern Munich.
Well, I just can't work out what's going on, really, because Harry Kane's in the driving seat. His contract's up in 12 months. Whatever Spurs get for him, if they're asking 70 million for him, he could say, by the way, I'm staying. You're not getting 70 million for me, and I can't guarantee you I'm going to be the same Harry Kane. If you're going to stop me, if you're going to ask for 100 million for me and stop me going to Bayern Munich, like you've done at Man City, you've done it already, done it once.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee you I'm going to be the same player next year. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk away for nothing. So you lose your 70 million. But if Spurs get the 70 million for him, they've had a lot of his wages back. They've paid him, haven't they? Over the years. 70 million quid's worth of wages.
Yeah, I know, but he's worth more than that. You know, it's not about the money.
Not when his contract's up, though.
He's been a loyal servant to the football club, Dean. And, you know, you have to just suffer it. I think you have to keep him.
What, for 12 months?
And keep him for 12 months. And if he goes on a free, he goes on a free.
Well, at least the 70 million allows you to buy the next Harry Kane.
But you can't buy another Harry Kane. They're not available and they ain't going to sign for Tottenham.
Obviously, but you've got to take a chance on someone. At least you've got some money to go and buy another striker. But what amazes me, what you just said, Harry never says anything. I feel sorry for Ange. Ange has come in. As a manager, I know myself, the most important position is your striker. You know, your front players.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to get them in place. They win you games. And you've got to get your goalkeeper in place. So he doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Straight away, he's trying to build a team. And the most important piece in the jigsaw isn't giving him a clue. I bet he feels like saying, can you just give me a clue?
Yeah, help me out here.
Are you going to come to a deal? Are you just haggling?
Yeah.
Are you going and at some point so I can get on with signing somebody else?
I'll have a look.
Yeah, and I bet he's lost a few strikers already.
Yeah.
Because he'll have them lined up and they can't hang on forever. Who are available.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But talking of strikers, Pep Guardiola, he's warned Premier League rivals that his star striker Erling Haaland looks fitter than he did this time last season. Then can he get any better than what he did? Or do you think he's actually be worse?
Well, I don't think he'll score 50-odd next season. I think defenders, because you get stung by a striker and you don't realise until you play against him.
How good
I didn't realise he was that quick. I didn't realise he makes that move. I didn't realise he's just waiting on my shoulder for De Bruyne to slide him inside me. I didn't realise he pulled away from me. So defenders who are clever, top defenders, they don't get mugged again. You know, it's like teams who come up from the Championship and they mug you, and then the following season you've worked it out. You know, these. Yeah. So I think
second season.
I think he'll get 40, but I don't think he'll get 50 again.
I mean, can Man City actually be as good as they were last season? Because, you know, it looks like they've lost a couple of big players. Mahrez is gone. Gundogan's gone. Kyle Walker potentially might be leaving. Can they do what they did last season, or do you think they might actually have a drop-off? Do you think this is an opportunity for other teams to get in there?
No, I think the manager's proved that he knows what he's doing. He let Zinchenko go and he let Jesus go, and I thought, why are you doing that? Yeah. I mean, perfect squad players or perfect, like Zinchenko can play in midfield or left back. He's perfect, great footballer. And then they go to Arsenal and you realise how good they are. they looked head and shoulders above all the other Arsenal players.
Yeah.
Didn't they, at the time when they went?
Yeah.
And he let them go. And Arsenal are now challenging him. He knows what he's doing. He obviously knows what he's doing. And history tells you he does. So Gundogan going's a massive blow.
Yeah.
Mahrez, class act, but he'll find a way of replacing him.
Yes.
Like Grealish, he's brought him on, hasn't he, Grealish? He's hey, by the way, I hope he hits the ground running. He'll get some stick if he doesn't.
I've got to ask you as well, Wilfried Zaha. He signed for Turkish champions Galatasaray on a free transfer. Had a raucous welcome from hundreds of fans in Istanbul. That, to me, is one of the most crazy moves I think I've ever seen. Why would you go and sign for Galatasaray? Why would you leave the Premier League when you're on a free transfer? And you could have gone and signed for maybe
You winding me up?
Gone to sign for Galatasaray?
I done it.
What do you mean you done it?
I done it.
You played for Galatasaray?
Yeah.
And how was it?
Well, I don't know if you know, but I was your manager as well. Can you not remember me?
No, I tried to forget you being my gaffer, Dino.
Yeah, I done it. I got to say, it is a massive football club. People don't realise they've got like a ridiculous amount of worldwide fans. Everywhere you go in the world with Galatasaray, there's thousands of fans there. Germany, they've got thousands. You have a friendly in Germany, Galatasaray, Trabzonspor, 40,000.
Right, I know they've got fans, Dino, but come on. Wilfried Zaha has been playing in the Premier League. He's a top player. He would have had the pick of some big clubs.
Why none of the top six signed him then?
What?
Top six clubs, why haven't they come in for him?
Is he good enough to play for a top six club?
I think he is, but...
So then why would he go to Galatasaray?
Well, it is a bit of a strange move because if you're going to go abroad in that way, he could probably treble his wages by going to Saudi. He could have done that, probably. I bet they were queuing up. But Champions League, Galatasaray, probably wants to challenge himself. But when you get there and you get greeted, I only went over to have a look round. I ended up signing for him when I was there. Once they get you there, there's no way out.
Yeah, you've told me that story. Unbelievable.
Yeah. talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.